Hey everybody, well, we're gonna try and do a little bit more work on this guy. I think we're gonna start out with trying to sand down some of these rust spots. This dent up front, I'm gonna try and sand it down, see if we can maybe straighten it out with some filler and get it smoothed out, and then we'll touch it up with some paint. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be better than a dent. And then we'll probably work on the wheel wells just a little bit. There's just a little bit of rust there. Want to get that sanded down and see what we're working with. Come with me. So here's the area that we're going to work on. It's pretty rough, but we're going to see how we can turn it around, see if we can clean it up at least a little bit. And then take you down here, show you what we're dealing with here. You guys can see that. We're going to try and sand that up and see how much work we got to deal with there. And then of course, on the other side, this one's actually a little bit worse. Looks like that's going to be a pretty big hole once we get it sanded down. So we'll see what we got. Alright, well, now you guys can kind of see the area that we're working with. It's going to take some finessing to try and clean that up a little. So, alright, let's see what this is going to turn into. It looks kind of rough. Well, here's what we got. You guys can kind of see that. It's going to take some work. Well, let's poke some of this stuff out of there. It's pretty bad in there, filled with dirt. Look at all that. That's why these fenders rust out all the time. These dirt gets up in here, and when it gets wet, it just stays wet right there, and it just rots these fenders out. Yeah, look at all the stuff we got out of that fender right there. But I think we'll be able to fix it. So, on to the next one. All right, let's see what happens here. Well, here's what we got. You can kind of see this is going to be a hole here. You just got to dig that out. A couple other little holes up here, packed with dirt, as you can see. These are just packed with dirt. So, we will bring you back after we've had a time to dig at it for a minute. Wow, look how much stuff we got out of that fender right there. Lots of buildup, lots of dirt, lots of years. All right, well, this is where we're at in this left rear fender. So we'll start the patchwork here and see how it turns out. All right, had to protect my bald head. It's hot out here and I'm getting burnt. So we'll clean this up a little bit. Then we're gonna start putting on some of this fiberglass. See if we can patch these. If not, we're gonna have to cut them and weld them. So we'll try this first, see what happens. All right, well, here's a closer look. Got the fiberglassing done. We'll let that dry for a couple days, come out and start sanding it. Then we'll do some body filler and touch up with some paint.